Hello, hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio Megabase, episode 2. Last episode, we got some basic things up and running. Today, we're going to continue by expanding that, I think. So, first off, I want to get a little bit of copper in. So, let me just scoop up some iron. That should be plenty to be getting on with. I've got heaps of stone for some reason. I forget what I was going to do with that. Anyway, so we've got 4 things working on iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough for me to be getting on with, I think. And I also need a bunch of transport belts, some undergrounds, and I will need some splitters as well, for which I actually need some copper in the first place. There we go. Splitters. Okay. A bit sniffly today. Okay, right, so let's filter where do they live? They live down there, so I've got 4 of them. Let's just 2, 3, 4. Pop that there, get them going, and 1, 2, 3, 4 will be along there. Belts, they'll come that way, whoops, that way. And along like that, for now at least. Let's get, oh, and the last one is done down there. Got another, how many did I make? We've got another 3 of them. Oh well, let's put another 2 on each side down here. I made a bit more than I thought I did. And there as well. There we go, and the belts. Okay. And let's run up this way and hook in copper. So I'm just going to basically put exactly that same thing down again, but underneath it. Need more belts. Right, so just want to make sure I put this in the right place, or in a right place at least. Oh my. Ugh, maybe I shouldn't have chosen to record. Where were we? Oh, I need... No, do I not have any wheel belts on me? No, apparently I do not. Okay. Well, I can replace that bit. Right, come on, some belts. Oh, so I was literally making belts, but no, they were for the splitters apparently. Okay. Right. Now we're making belts. I'm going to need more of them. Let's just turn all of them into belts. More iron. Okay, let's just copy that and stick it down there. Okay, and right, that will go that way and then up from there. More of them. That's going to take far too long. Let's do it by 5s. Going to need more of them as well. Luckily I've got heaps of stone on me. Inserters, do I have any inserters? Yeah, I've got some of them. There you go. Which way do they go? That way. I think that's right. Then more belts. More belts. Belt, 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 belt. And a couple more there. Okay, so we've got splitters there, and there. input line that goes underneath like that. And then this one is going to come in underground from there to there. And what's wrong here? These two are facing the wrong way. Okay. Then we just want these guys in. Haven't made them yet. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6 more inserters. Okay, and then we are done with that. I should stick inserters down on the bar, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think they are all working and all producing. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so we have copper and we have iron. Good. Okay, so next up, let me again just grab more iron because I want. I'll make 5 of them, and lots of belts. Managed to pick up some iron ore from somewhere. Don't need that. Okay. Let's take these to where they will be needed. So I'm not quite sure how long I want these smelting columns to be. So I'm just going to extend them out to some distance. Probably... yeah, that'll do. Okay, and they'll come up, and this will form the beginnings of a little main bus. So I have copper, and we'll have iron. Okay, so, right, first things first. Let's see, what blueprints do I have? I was looking at this blueprint book earlier, which is what I used for my there is no spoon thing, which is now out of date with most of its recipes, but I think I should still be able to use them all. Maybe the red-green science as well? Quite possibly. Anyway, let's get started with some circuits. So, how does this work? That's upside down. So, yeah, let's just pop that in about there. Okay, so I need to get rid of some trees. What do you mean I can't reach that? I'm standing right next to it. Okay, so I have hooked up the belts for the iron and the copper for this new area here, or at least going up as far as this first section. I should now just place the actual stuff, I think. So they go down like that. I need a bunch of these guys, and I'm going to need some more electric poles as well, actually, and some long-handed inserters. Okay, so things are powered up. Now I just need to give these some outputs and finish off those inputs for those machines over there. And we have some green circuits. Okay, now with green circuits, if I hop back to this one, yeah, let's pop down the mall. It's quite a small mall. Let's see, if I just pop that down like there, let's figure out what we actually need. That's way too close. Let's pop it down instead, just a little bit further back, about there, I reckon. Okay, get rid of the trees. Okay, so having a quick look at this. This one used to be the assembly machine 2. So that one now requires steel. Did it require steel when I last made this one? Let's pop these down. There. 1, 2. So I know for a fact I can at least do those ones. I'll pop that down for now. And then I need some more inserters, and probably some long-handed ones as well, and some chests. Okay, so from what I can tell of how this is set up, this top line needs iron and circuits to go in on it. And then this line can be used to input steel, in which case this one will work. But obviously not until we unlock it. On the other hand, just having a think about this is a very simplistic mall. For example, it doesn't do inserters or belts, because it was designed for a spoon run. So I think that I am going to, once again, forget that I don't yet have bots, and tear this all up and redesign one. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. It's essentially the same, except there's a facility for belts and belt components as well. What we need to do, this line here needs to have iron fed onto it. So I will do that. This line here wants to have, in fact, let's bring that like that, wants to have circuits fed onto it on one side. So if I put that there, that should be able to go up to there. And then once I'm making it steel, we'll go in on the other side. And then, so we're getting underground belts and normal belts, and once the circuits come in, we should start making splitters. There we go. We are making assembly machines. This one will be able to make assembly machine 2s. We are making miners and some pipes as well. And just because I forgot to do so, I will limit that to 1. That one's already limited to 1. That one wants to be limited to 2. And I'll limit that one to 1. This one to 2 stacks. So yeah, that should give us some building materials at least. Let's have a quick look at power. Not very good. Let's go and fix that. So just by looking at this, we've got about half the power we actually need. So I figure a sensible way of resolving that would be to quadruple the amount of power we are making. And there, and there, and there. Oops. Oh no, that'll work. That looks better. Okay, so how's that doing now? Absolutely fine. Okay, so this little blueprint I have here is designed to make red and green science. I think it will be suitable. So what I'll do, I'll clear out a little space. I'll have it about here-ish. And then I'll feed the science back to an area over here. And I think that will work quite nicely. Okay, so a couple of things. Firstly, this box was in the wrong place, so I wasn't actually saving up any assembling machines, which is a little annoying, but I can live with it. Iron is looking a little worse for wear, so we might want to go and expand that in a bit. But I'd like to get this done first. However, I noticed that I also forgot to make inserters on my mall, so yeah, I should probably do that. Okay, so that's the red science bit set up. Now it is anyway. So this line here wants iron, this line here wants copper. That should be easy enough to do. So iron on that one, copper on that one, and let's hook it up. Okay, so that should get us a little bit of red science being put away. What I will do, I will just make a little buffer right here. just so it will continue to store up while we are doing other things. Did I put that? That's on the wrong side. Wants to be on that side. Okay. Yes, insert has placed things on the far side of the belt. You'd think I'd know that by now. Anyway, let's go and fix iron. Because iron is looking dreadful. It is very much a smelting issue. Should be relatively easy to fix, in theory. Okay, that should just about do it for now, at least, I think. In fact, I can probably put even more in. Yeah, let's do it properly. Okay, I think we may now be at the point where we're smelting more than we're making of actual iron ore, that is. See if this belt isn't saturated. Yeah, okay. So we are now using all 12 of those miners. So we can still probably double that easily. But let's see how things are going over this side now. The iron is looking much healthier. Obviously we don't have much of a supply of stuff yet, but it's certainly getting there. Red science doing quite nicely. Okay, right, we can't actually do green science yet because I haven't researched it, so I guess we'll add that to the queue. Oh, it doesn't say add to queue. Anyway, what should I do first? Yeah, let me actually set up the lab area. Okay, so there we go. That is my lab area. It's just 10 labs at the moment. Obviously, I'm not going to necessarily plug in everything right now, but this belt here is going to be the red and green science belt. So that is going to come up from what we are doing just up there. So clear these trees out of the way. Like that. And down. Oops. There we go. That will feed the reds in, and then that will allow us to then make the greens, and then feed the greens in the same place. Okay, so that is almost done. There we go. Obviously we need to feed stuff in, so iron comes in on this line there. That's easy enough to do. I have no splitters on me. Let's go and grab some of them. I have no underground belts actually either. There we go. Just pick all of them up. And then I think it is circuits that come in on this line. Does anything else go in? That gets its iron and its circuits. That gets... Oh no, this one needs iron and circuits over here. Okay, so... it got iron and circuits, which will come from there. Oops, that's one too high. Okay, so just bring that along, split off, and that will go there. Okay, logistics science pack finished. That means I can do that. And that should, in theory at least, get us some green science. Yeah, you can see them going now. Excellent. Okay. Right, what do we want to do in terms of actual science next? Electronics. It doesn't actually unlock anything, but it gives us access to better technologies. This automation 2 is going to be quite useful. Yeah, okay, let's queue up electronics and steel. Then we can get the automation 2, which gives us the better assembling machine. And then I think we should probably start looking at some military stuff, because that will, because sooner or later we're going to be attacked. So also get the heavy armor. Yeah, I'll do the shooting speed and projectile damage. Okay, so that gives us some stuff to be doing. I am going to leave it there for this episode. Between episodes, I'm going to let that research queue die down. I'm going to also just build up a little bit of a stockpile of ammunition. Like that. Just so I've got something to shoot if the biters do come along. In the meantime, though, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.